It's time for some coffee. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, December 12th, and I just woke up. And let's get ready for today. Today the Browns play, so we'll be hopefully watching the game and that they play well. But, you know, with the Browns, it's hard to say because you never know what they're capable of at any given time. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get ready, and we'll go from there. I might even shave off this because it's starting to itch and it's got to go. I'm going to mix up this lather. This is Planet Kind by Gillette. It's just and I've got a Simpson Trafalgar T2 brush. And there you have it. Nice clean shave using the Miraca razor with a feather blade. So the Browns game is on, and it's currently 24-6 in favor of the Browns. This might be a good day. It's currently in the third quarter. They just finished halftime, and it's like 14 minutes to go in the third period. This is, I'm excited about this. Baltimore's moving the ball. They're at the 50-yard line, but hey, you know what? So the Browns, they have this tendency to just screw up every season that they possibly can do. I mean, it's rough being a Browns fan because the second you think that they're going to do well, all of a sudden something happened. And then last year they made the playoffs, which was good. And Kansas City was tough. I'll give you that. But they're showing progress. And Kevin Stefanski, the coach, sometimes just makes some of the dumbest mistakes, and he makes some of the dumbest decisions I could ever see. But I will admit that he's better than the prior coaches that we've had. And Baker Mayfield, he's another one. Either he's on, or he's off, and he's off. There's like no in between with him. There's no like good days or partial good days, should I say. It's always, with him, it's always like either he's on or he's just off. And if you're injured and you can't function, you need to not play. But currently, the game is sitting at 24-6 in favor of Cleveland. So I'm hoping this sticks and they end up pulling off this win because we really need it at this point. So it's a good day. I mean, so far it's a really good day, and it's going well right now. So I'm going to continue watching the game, drinking my coffee, and just relaxing today because statistics is over finally. the class officially ended last night at midnight, or 11:59 p.m. So from here until January 10th, that's when my next 2 classes start. I've got some time to be able to make vlogs and be able to do some things. So yeah, I've got about a month just to relax, go to work, and not have to worry about homework. That's going to be nice. Really going to be nice. So I'll keep you updated. I'm going to continue watching the game, and we'll go from there. See you in a little bit. You going to watch the game with me, Mrs. Zuri? So me and my buddy over here are watching the game together. And as you can see, she doesn't like to look at the camera. Zuri, look at the camera. Get over here. Come here. Oh. Are the Browns winning? Are they winning? Alright, so the Browns decided to go classic and give us a heart attack. So there's like 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Baltimore scored. The score went up 22-24. The commentators decided to say that they don't recover onside kicks very often. Well, you know, just like Browns fashion, they decide to go and kick an onside kick. Bounces off the Browns player. Baltimore recovers the ball. So now they got the ball at the 40-yard line, 45, somewhere around there. They start moving it. So they're down to 3rd down. They sacked them. They had 4th and 6. They had to go for it. And then 4th and 6, they called a timeout. They went for it. They got sacked again. Browns turnover on downs. They nailed the ball and they won 24-22. That's the kind of crap this team does. They can be up by 24 points, 22, 24 points, and a team will just come back and potentially beat them. That stuff, man, you can't play like that and expect to get into the playoffs and be competitive. All right. So it's time for dinner, and dinner tonight is going to be a little bit of mac and cheese, very little, steamed vegetables, and a rotisserie chicken. So, as you can see, the dog loves to beg for food. Zuri, you ready to eat? Here's a little preview of what we're eating today. So as you can see, it looks tasty, and I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. Let's give this a try. First, we'll give some to the dog. What do you say? Come over here. Yeah, what do you say for carrot? There you go. Unfortunately, my dog has to eat before I do. So the Blues game is going to be on here in a little bit. They're playing the Ducks, and they're pretty much first in the division, so we'll see what happens with that. So, bon appetit. Let's diffuse some oil. I don't know what we could put in there today. We're going to put some lime in there and see what that does. So, let's load this thing up. And you've got the white LED, the green LED, the orange LED, the blue LED, the pink or purple. I think it's pink technically, but and then you can diffuse it off. And then now the first setting is white, but it switches colors. But since that is a lime, I'm just gonna put it on the green, and then you get the aroma. Can't smell it, but it smells good. It smells like limes. Alright, Blues are down by 1. They're at home. It's like I said, the Ducks are in first place in the Pacific, so this is going to be an interesting game. It's still early, first period, so they should be able to hopefully come back from this. It's hard to say though, because the Ducks started out the year, they were kind of they didn't start out too well, but they somehow righted the ship, unlike some of the other teams. The Blues came out and they started out really hard, and then they lost a few games, and some of the other teams in the West caught up with them. So they went from 4th to 2nd last night because they won 3 in a row. But Colorado, Minnesota, and all those guys are still threats to us, and we are at the end of the first period. And we got a goal. It's now 1-1. Oscar Sundquist scored from a pass from Braden Shen. And we got a tied game, folks, with 11:28 to go in the second period. So it's looking better. Buchnevich ended up having a breakaway, but somehow fanned on it and couldn't get it in. So the game is exciting, as hockey can either be boring or super exciting or kind of just, high scoring, low scoring. It just depends on the nature of the game. But hockey can be really boring at times, or it can be exciting, and this game seems to be kind of a mix of both. They're both fighting for position, and they're looking pretty good right now. So I'll keep you updated and see how they go from there. But like I said earlier, it's interesting because both the goaltenders are out. They are both on, one's on COVID protocol and the other one's on IR, and then we lost Kyrou last night due to him having an upper body injury. And Bennington should be back sometime this week from the COVID protocol list. We'll keep an update and see what happens from here. Okay, my dog apparently doesn't want to get in the video with me, so that's nothing new. Well, we're in the third period, or getting ready to go into the third period, and still tied 1-1. So we'll see what happens at this point, but I think they're going to survive. I'm hoping they win. I mean, to have the Blues and the Browns winning all on the same day, that'd be great. That'd be awesome, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens. So, there's that. Let's see if I can get her in the video. You don't want to be in the video? You can't even look at the camera. What is wrong with you? She really don't like the camera. I mean, she still thinks I've got it on her and I don't. But anyways, I'll see you here shortly. Well, they didn't make it. So they tied it up in the third period, Anaheim did, and ended up going to overtime. And in overtime, Peruzovic decides to slash, or basically hook, a player as he had a breakaway, and that resulted in a penalty shot with about, I don't remember how much time was remaining in overtime. So when you're on a breakaway and you have a potential to score and you hook somebody and prevent them from scoring a goal, 9 out of 10 times they're going to give you a penalty shot, and they gave a penalty shot to the wrong guy that was trying to score, and he's a pretty good scorer, so he ended up going up against Giles and put the puck in the back of the net. So it's not a total loss. They got an overtime loss, which means they got a point. You lose in regulation, and within the first 3 periods you get 0 points, but you lose in overtime, you at least get a point. You win the game, you get 2. So the Blues, although they lost, they still managed to get a point out of it, so it wasn't a complete disaster. But, I mean, realistically, though, in hockey, you want to get as many points as possible because the points add up, and they do matter. You definitely, if you're going to lose, you're going to want to lose in overtime and non-regulation, obviously. So they didn't win tonight. They got an overtime loss at home against Anaheim, and that's about it. All right, it's 11 o'clock at night. So I have filmed the day in my life. I hope you guys enjoy that, and give me a like, subscribe, and share the video if you want to. I will end up doing more of these in the future. I can't promise that I'm going to post every week, but my goal will be to do some kind of video at least once a week. And it will be related to things that aren't going to cost me a fortune. Things I may already have, or things that I can get a hold of. But I will definitely try to do a video every week. Once I start school, though, I cannot guarantee that. But in the next month, I will try to do at least a video a week and go from there. This is when school starts. I gotta concentrate on that. Like I said earlier, statistics ended last night, so I'm free to do what I want to do besides, the days I have to work. But it was nice getting another video up, at least something of this caliber, because it's been a while since I did any kind of vlog or any kind of, tracking my life type of thing. It's new to me, so if you're watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. And take care, God bless, and have a great night. Goodbye.